Welcome to the Starbucks rental program. This is where you could rent a Starbucks store. I'm Richard from Pivot, and I'm going to be your tour guide for the online Starbucks rental portal. Simply navigate to Pivot's website at www.pivotcorp.com, and you will see on the menu Customer Portals. Simply click on the Starbucks rental program to get started. This is the main page for the Starbucks rental program. In here, you will find everything you need to know about renting a Starbucks store. This includes a link to this video. The Starbucks rental process is comprised of 8 steps. The first step is request a reservation. Typically, your Starbucks construction manager or your Starbucks PDM will request the reservation for you. They will fill out the reservation form that they could download right on this link. Step 2 is where Pivot will confirm your reservation. When Pivot confirms your reservation, we will provide you with a reservation number. Your Starbucks PDM will schedule the pre-installation call, and it will be very helpful for you to do a complete review of the site to be prepared to ask any questions during that call. Step 3 is probably one of the most important steps. It's the pre-rental call. The pre-rental call goes over all of the information that you're going to need for renting a Starbucks store. This pre-rental call is broken into topics, 12 topics, and it's designed for you to ask any questions that you have before renting your Starbucks store. Let's go into the first topic, store overview. The Starbucks rental store comes standard in a standard B configuration. This is a front cart, a rear cart, a warming cart, and a condiment cart. The front cart is a POS cart, and the rear cart is a combination brew espresso cart. The warming tower and the ambient display case is optional. Next comes site preparation. Site preparation is one of the most important items to prepare for a successful installation of your Starbucks rental store. The Starbucks rental store requires very minimal site preparation. The standard configuration for this store contains a self-contained water wastewater system. This means you don't have to run plumbing. There are, however, optional plumbing configurations that include both filtered water and non-filtered water. Please remember that these optional plumbing configurations also come at additional fees on top of your rental. If you click on the Learn More button, you will find detailed information on these plumbing configurations. If you use your Starbucks rental store in the standard configuration with self-contained water and wastewater, all you need to do is run electric. This electric is 3-phase, 120, 208 volt, 60 amp service. We will ship you a jockey box to make the installation for electricity very, very simple. Simply fill out the jockey box addendum form, and Pivot will ship you the jockey box. Topic 3, store equipment. Your Starbucks rental store comes equipped with most of the equipment you're going to need to operate your Starbucks store. There are, however, a few items that you will need to pull from your existing store to make sure your Starbucks store is fully operational. This includes your Starbucks Mastrena, your grinder, your oven, your smallwares and POS. And optionally, you could put your food case out there or add to your rental the optional countertop ambient. Equipment startup. You will be required to schedule the startup of your Mastrena with Bunn. We recommend that this is scheduled on the same day as your installation, approximately 3 to 4 hours after the start time of your installation. Topic 5 is building and health permitting. The Starbucks rental store are comprised of carts that are manufactured by Pivot and are UL listed in the United States and Canada. These carts are like large pieces of food service equipment and are extremely easy to obtain permitting. We've included product guides for the front and rear cart on the bottom of this page using these links. Simply download these guides and provide them to your codes department to start the process. Also provide them a narrative for your back of house and restroom. Topic 6 is the Starbucks Launch Guide. You could use this link to download the latest launch guide from Starbucks for the Starbucks rental program. Topic 7 is the pre-installation checklist. This topic 7 is also step number 4 in the rental process. You will need to complete the pre-installation checklist to ensure site readiness for the installation of your Starbucks rental store. Please use the link below to download the pre-installation checklist form. And please note that you will need to download this form directly onto your computer to complete it successfully. Once you have it downloaded on your computer, you could open up this form in Adobe Acrobat, complete all of the fields listed on the form, and then click on the Submit button. If you use a desktop email application, this form will be attached onto that email application, onto an email, and you could email that back to Pivot. Or you could save the form and attach it onto your internet email and send it to sbuxrental@pivotcorp.com. Topic 8 is shipping and unloading. The Starbucks rental store will be shipped directly from Pivot's factory in Canton, Georgia to your location via a Starbucks transport trailer. This transport trailer is approximately 26 feet long and resembles a car hauler. The Pivot installation team will meet the transport trailer at the loadout location and load out your Starbucks rental store and move it into the installation location. Topic 9 is the load-in path. It is extremely important that we know the path it takes from where the trailer will be unloaded to the installation location. The components that make up your Starbucks rental store are extremely heavy and cannot be lifted without forklifts or heavy type equipment. So curbs, stairs, tight turns, small doorways, elevators are all issues that we'll need to address up front and we'll need to accommodate for to ensure a successful installation. Topic 10 is trailer storage. The Starbucks transport trailer that transported your Starbucks rental store will need to be stored on site for the duration of your rental. The storage location is typically a parking lot. As this is 26 feet long, it will require approximately 2 parking stalls. After the Pivot installation team has unloaded the store, the Pivot Transport Company will move this trailer to that location for drop-off and storage. Topic 11 is your responsibilities. Renting a Starbucks rental store is very similar to renting a car. You don't want to modify it, you want to use the store as designed, and you want to keep it clean. Topic 12 is only applicable if you are renting a Starbucks store to support a new store opening. Unlike renting a Starbucks store in support of a renovation, renting a Starbucks store to support a new store opening has some additional items that need to be addressed. Item 1 is storage and back of house support. Item 2 is store equipment. Since you do not have an existing store to pull equipment from, you need to arrange to have your equipment shipped from the consolidator early to support your rental store. And number 3 is inventory order. You need to have inventory on hand to support the opening of the Starbucks rental store. Step 4 in the Starbucks rental process is the pre-installation checklist, and we already covered that in Step 3. Step 5 is the installation. This installation page will tell you everything you need to know about your installation. This includes receiving your store, the route to the installation location, your installation location, making sure your electric is energized, making sure your store equipment is available for the install team, the final walkthrough, and your trailer storage. The forms on the bottom of this page is for the installation team. Step 6 is the pre-takedown checklist. At the conclusion of your Starbucks rental, you will need to provide and fill out the pre-takedown checklist. This checklist will ensure that the Starbucks rental store is returned back to Pivot in the way it was received. This will also ensure that you are not assessed additional fees. You will need to return your jockey box, remove all the items from your store and make sure your store is clean, remove and discard the gray water containers, clean your trash cans, make sure that everything that came with the rental store is with the rental store, and make sure the transport trailer is available. You could download this pre-takedown checklist from this download link below. Step 7 is the takedown. This page contains all the information you will need on the day that your store is taken down. The trailer, store equipment, the walkthrough from the Pivot installation team, route to the load location, and loading the store. Again, the forms below are for the installation team. And finally, Step 8, final checkout. When we receive your store back here at Pivot, we will do a final walkthrough of your store, and at that point, your rental will be concluded and any additional fees will be assessed. The very bottom of the Starbucks rental program page is the Starbucks Secured Portal. You will need to have a user ID and password assigned to be able to enter this portal. It's for authorized Starbucks users only. When you enter the Secured Rental Portal, you will have all the information you need for the Starbucks rental program. This includes a summary of all of the rental calendars for all of the stores in an easy-to-view Gantt chart. A quick make a reservation where you could select a store, and fill out the form to make a reservation. As well as jump to an individual store page to find out all of the information available for that particular store, including its trailer, the store configuration, its individual rental calendar, an availability to book, a reservation, the combination for the locks on the transport trailer, and even its license plate. You could also download any rental document in these quick links. You could navigate to the GPS tracking site to see where all the trailers are located. And lastly, videos. Please remember that this site is continuously updated with modified and added content.